Today's conversation piece is surrounded by the story out of Pennsylvania.
This one-page letter sent to about 1,000 parents in the Wyoming Valley School District is at the center of a very intense debate and growing controversy. Some say the letter's heavy-handed. Is it heavy-handed? Threatening?
I wouldn't say it's threatening.
So says attorney Charles Coslett, the solicitor for the Valley West School District. Now, the letter informs the parents that the unpaid lunch bills can result in them being taken to dependency court and possibly their child being removed from their home and placed into foster care for basically not providing food for their child. But Coslett insists it is only one of the options, legal options, open to the district.
Hopefully that gets their attention. Certainly did, didn't it? I mean, if you think about it, you're here this morning because some parent's crying foul over he or she doesn't want to pay a debt attributable to feeding their kid. How shameful. Where did that other $75 go? Did it go to cigarettes? Did it go to alcohol? Did it go to lottery tickets? That's right. We don't know that.
It might be a bit too heavy for some people and interpreted.
Joseph Muth signed the letter. He's in charge of federal programs for the district, which includes lunch funding.
To the point that the school wants to take their kids away from them. No one wants to take their kids away from them or to advocate that, but we were not getting a response.
When I first read the letter, the top of my head almost came off.
David Usavage is vice president of the Valley West School Board. While he sat at the table for our interview, other school board members sat a few feet away in agreement with him.
But I think there were other avenues that we could have proceeded without making it look like, to be perfectly candid, and Charlie and Joe can disagree. But everything in that letter, the only thing that was missing was when we're going to put them in cages and send them to Mexico. And I was a little concerned with that. I really was. That was harsh. I thought it was harsh, the letter.
You're going to hear the pages turn.
Today's conversation piece is surrounded by a story straight out the state of Pennsylvania. Wyoming Valley School District sent out a letter last week to parents that owes balances on their kids' lunch bill. The letter basically stated that if you can't pay this bill off, then we will take your kid from your custody and place your child into foster care. I know this crap, right? It's crazy. Like, how can you take someone's kids because they can't afford a bill? People from the school district feel if you can't pay something as small as a lunch bill, a lunch balance, if you can't buy your children lunch, then you are not able to take care of their child. And then your child should be taken from you and put into foster care. I think this is bullshit. I think this is crazy. I think that they are really pushing the limits. The even sadder thing is, if you saw the news clip before this, then it was almost funny to some of the district representatives. They were actually laughing and happy that them saying something that dramatic actually got the parents' attention and actually brought the attention of the world. I don't think that kids should be taken away if their parents can't provide lunch for them. The biggest question that we have to ask ourselves, you guys, is why do we even have to pay for lunch for our children? With all the taxes that they take out and all of the resources and fundraising and everything that they have for the schools, every town has them, every city has them, every state has them. We all pay taxes for education. Why do we have to provide more money for kids to eat? The even sadder part is we actually have warehouses full of food that just go to waste each year, that is being stored in warehouses, that is not being used, that is not being given to the homeless, that is not being given to the needy, that is not somewhere at a very low discounted rate that even those who are struggling can get it without a problem. You know what they do to this food each year? They store it in a warehouse and then they just later get rid of it because it is expired. Meanwhile, we have homeless people, homeless children, homeless families, people that can't afford to eat, and yet we have places that store food just to hold on to it until a certain date to throw it away. I think that's very trash. And it really made me mad to see them sit up and laugh about it as if it was some joke. Ha ha ha. I'm so glad that we finally got the attention of the parents. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering, well, how much could these parents owe for them to want to take the kids out of the parents' legal custody and place them into a foster care? Within the 1,000 plus parents, they have a debt of about $22,000. Now that may seem like a lot, but it's really not. It really not. And my thing is, if you take the kids out of their parents' custody and put them into foster care, isn't that an even bigger bill for taxpayers to provide food and to provide shelter and all these things for kids that you just ripped from their families? This is very disgusting and disturbing, and it's sad that someone thinks that it's funny, and it's just happy that they got the attention of the public. Now, for people who don't have kids, I know you like, well, y'all shouldn't have kids if y'all can't provide for them. But you guys, unfortunately, people have children. Unfortunately, people have children and have good jobs, and anything can happen and they can lose their good job, or maybe something happened to where they don't have the money this month for their kids to eat. I personally think that all kids should receive one free lunch. It's basic lunch anyway. It's not like these kids are eating papados or shrimp boils or crawfish boils or crab legs. They eat basic cheap food that the school buys in bundles, and they also reuse it. So my biggest thing is, really, the lunch is that big of a deal? That $22,000 got you guys so mad that you want to rip kids from their families? These people have no heart, no soul, no emotion, no compassion. Parents have to buy school supplies. We have to raise money for events. We have to buy school clothes. If our kids go on events, you have to fund their lunch and all of this. We pay taxes so that the kids can have good books and all of this, in which a lot of communities' kids still don't have good books and have the proper education that they need. So where exactly is the taxpayers' dollars going? Teachers don't make anything for the job that they do. So exactly where is this money going? Okay, it just makes you think, is this all a big money scam or a money scheme? A lot of things that the kids learn in school all of those years, they don't even use in the real world. And here you go, ready to rip kids from their parents because they can't pay a lousy lunch bill. For people that are in the more poorer communities, usually they have free lunches anyway. So for these parents to actually owe, I'm thinking they may be middle class or something like that. And it has to be a good district because they are crediting the kids. That's the thing, you guys. They are still feeding the kids. In order for them to have a balance that's unpaid, that means that you fed my kid without me paying you. So you know what that means? That you guys had the product to feed my kid without actually me giving you money. So exactly what is this money being used for? It can't be food because all of the kids ate anyway without money. So what really is the big deal here? It's very sad that they sent out a what they call hard writing letter because they wanted to grab the attention of the parents. This is very sad and very distasteful. If I have any viewers from Wyoming Valley School District, please let me know what you guys think of this tragic horribleness at the bottom. This was very distasteful of you guys, Wyoming Valley School District. And I don't see what's so funny. It's sad that you have all these men sitting up there laughing about if they can't provide for their kids, then we might well send them to foster care. But I bet it got their attention. That is very trash. I'm pretty sure it's a reason why those 1,000 plus parents couldn't pay their bill. Maybe they couldn't afford it. That doesn't mean that they can't afford to keep their children. Okay? You guys failed the children anyway. So just feed the kids. This is very trash and tragic. You guys, we have to do better. We have to do better for our children. This is just sad, and I can't believe that they actually threatening parents to take their kids and said this is one of the legal things that they can do. So legally, they are saying that they can literally take these kids out of their home and place them into foster care because the parents can't afford to pay for their lunch bill. You guys, just pack your baby lunch and send them to school with a lunch, because this is tragic. There's no need for kids to be pulled out of their home over lunch. I think whoever sent this letter out should be fired immediately for the compassionless asshole that he is. Okay, this is horrible, you guys. And I can't believe this came out of the state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Trash, Pennsylvania. You guys, please leave your thoughts below on this. Do you think that the kids should be taken from their parents and put into foster care for these unpaid lunch bills? Leave your answers below. Until next time, see you guys later. Oh my God. Oh, the boss tried to take me out. So until next time, see you guys later.